Dear future husband, I wonder what you're up to. Have you eaten? Have you had breakfast? I mean, like, what time is it there? I have no idea, right? For all you know, right? This is being ridiculous. For all you know, we live in the same freaking country. I keep talking about it as if you're like some kind of, foreigner or expat. Anyways, there's so many things I want to ask you. There's so many conversations I want to have. And obviously, these are some of the ways that I'm having these conversations-ish with you, telling you my stories, that sort of thing. And I think I want to talk to you about religion, about what you believe in that sense, previously I wrote a letter to you spoke a letter to you about beliefs in terms of politics, in terms of change, that sort of thing, in terms of government. There's obviously so much more to say in that area, but let's take a turn. Instead of looking down here, let's go up there. Uppity. And I want to know what you think about religion and spirituality. I know it's a bit tricky because, there are elements of it that's the same, there's elements of it that's different, that sort of thing. But I'm thinking, like for me, I can actually see Milo's cage. That's interesting. And his food. Milo's our dog. I can't wait for you to meet him. So come soon, okay? And religion. And I think about religion. I grew up in a Hindu family. We were Hindu-ish in the sense that, we followed the usual stuff, going to temple, not eating beef, that sort of thing. But Hinduism as a mythology fascinated me. Like, I loved the stories of gods and goddesses. I read all these amazing Amachitrakatha books. I'm still keeping them. I would like our kids to one day read them. Because it's a fascinating story of good versus evil, magic-ish versus demons. It's very nice. It's very fun. I love the mythos. I loved all of the elements of it. Was amazing. I think that was what initially spurred on my love of then Harry Potter and fantasy and all that. Because just as I was exploring Hinduism, I was also exploring Egyptian mythology, Horus, Seth, Nefertiti, all of the Egyptian gods and goddesses. And I slowly went into Greece and Roman goddesses. They're the same, just different names. And I did find the Greek gods and goddesses quite fascinating too. But Hindu mythology started it, the various gods and the reincarnations and people and all of that. That was what really, really fascinated me. So that was my upbringing. We grew up and then we would celebrate Deepavali but I got a lot of my understanding of religion from movies. I used to watch devotional movies. But for me, even really thinking about it, right, I was more fascinated by the magic and the transformation and the changes and the make-believe and the fantasy than I was in any values, than I was in any kind of moral upbringing, moral lessons. Sure, some of those books had that focus. This angle is quite weird because I'm really comfortable and I want to just yawn and go back to sleep. Right. So that was more of that. That was more of my upbringing personally. And then eventually we stopped going to temples. We obviously delved into a lot of different spiritual aspects. Law of attraction, the secret, manifestation, visualization, going to ustads and getting blessed, getting cleansed, getting healed, exploring various healing and spiritual modalities, prana violet healing, emotional blockages. I tried EFT, emotional freedom tapping technique, meditation, gratitude, all different elements of spirituality, because I feel religion and spirituality is so similar. We just don't talk about it. Whereas religion's more doctrine. Religion teaches you this and that, but we miss a lot of the values that's in religion, like, what happened with me. But whereas spirituality helps you immediately connect with that source within, that soul, that feeling, not orgasm feeling, similar, but no. Just it helps you to connect with that. So that's Milo, by the way, sleeping. You can't really see, that's his butt. Um, so, you know, I want to talk to you about those kind of things. I want to talk to you about what you believe in. Do you believe in gods and goddesses? Like, I believe God's a woman. I don't see an all white man. No. I don't see a man at all. Like, when I think of God, I think of her. I think of her. I think of this mother, this divine, this Amma, this amazing divine feminine goddess who takes on various forms. This feminine energy. That's how I feel. How she's watching over me, my celestial mother. And so, like I said, we eventually stopped going to temples. We still do occasionally, but it's less of a thing. We have an altar in the house, but it hasn't been lit in like forever. Lit! Um, I still do. I don't know. My relationship with religion and God has changed over the years. We fought. Um, she's morphed into who she is now, who I really feel that's who I resonate with, this divine feminine energy. It's always been there, I just never really acknowledged it. Like when I used to fight with God about my sexuality, it was a guy. I don't know, it's easier to hate a guy for some reason, a all-powerful white guy, than it is to hate Amma, my celestial divine mother. So yeah, I want to know what you think about religion. I want to know what you think about spirituality. I know we're going to have really, really good conversations when we finally meet. Because, different opinions, different worldviews, all that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to those conversations. About religion and spirituality and what works and what doesn't. Like, I still haven't crossed, being a Hindu and, I don't eat beef. And there's various reasons for that. I mean, there's people who say how it's Lord Shiva's Vahanam, his vehicle of sorts is the cow, which is Nandi. Then there's people who say, beef was, cow is sacred because you know how much the cow is able to give us. So this is some farmer plantation kind of understanding, thinking process. That's how it came about. Then there are those who say it's just, I don't know, something that just carried on, and nobody bothered to stop it. I don't know. But for me, like, I don't eat it. I might eat it one day. I don't know. But I feel it's because the reason I don't eat it now is because I grew up not eating beef. So beef was like this scary, no good, don't eat kind of thing. Growing up Hindu, that's what my parents taught me. And so I never ate it. So now to eat it, it's like really disgusting because I avoided it so much. Like, avoid, toxic, no. And now to even think about eating it, just not so great. So yeah, I would love to hear what you have to say. Anyways, I hope you're fine. Sending you so much love, and I can't wait to meet you. Bye, Sam.